Crocodile is a year 2000 creature feature directed by... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you it's directed by till the end of the video, because after you experience this disaster, you will be absolutely flabbergasted to know what else this guy's directed. There will be full spoilers ahead, so if that doesn't bother you, then grab your carrot and turnip flavoured popcorn as we dive into Crocodile. So, the movie begins with a title card drawn by a 6-year-old gibbon, and we see our main cast on their summer vacation, driving to a lake for a big old P-A-R-T. Why?
Because I gotta!
Our group of truly generic late teens consists of Brady, who looks like Derek Zoolander had a child with Tom Cruise, his girlfriend, Beige, his best friend and professional bellend, Dunkin' Donut, and the rest of them I just made up names for too, so we've got Rebound, Neck, Kit Kat, Gimpo, and last but not least, Keg. Oh, and there's a little dog too, if you can even call it a dog, so let's just call it Rat. So after buying some beer, they run into the local sheriff, who looks old enough to be your granddad's granddad, and he's all like, "Don't you go having any fun now." They then get on board a houseboat and take off into the lake going, "Woo!" While the kids are celebrating their own stupidity, a couple of nearby fishermen accidentally stumble upon a rather unusual nest of eggs by the lake shore. "Now then, fishermen, I forbid you to pick up those eggs." "Fishermen, I forbid you to throw that egg." "Fishermen, do not break that egg, I forbid it."
Meat free.
At least he didn't smash all the eggs, I guess. And quicker than you can say ignoramus, one of the fishermen is munched by a big wet croc. The other fisherman runs away from a cameraman with a bad case of the wibbles, but seems to forget how legs work and stumbles his way to his car like a newborn giraffe. Oh, and instead of closing the car door behind him, he just lays down and lets the croc squirt strawberry sauce all over him. The croc then purposefully pushes the car down into the lake to dispose of the evidence, as if it's actually concerned that someone might notice it. Whoever thought this was a good idea deserved to be slapped with a sailfish. And why on earth does the crocodile sound like a wild boar with another wild boar stuck in its throat? Back to the kids, and Kit Kat tells them a spooky story about the abandoned hotel on the hill, which is totally real and not superimposed at all. So the next day the guys are playing a game of throw the ball and catch the ball, while the crocodile looks at them through the reeds thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna eat you lot. I'm gonna eat you lot good." Then the guys stumble upon the same nest of eggs the fisherman found and act just about as stupidly as they did. Gimpo takes one of the eggs and stuffs it in Beige's backpack as a prank. I seriously don't know what he was thinking here. As if she's going to find it and be all like, "Ah, an egg!" When in reality it'd be more like, "Oh, someone's put a big egg in my bag." Then it's night time again, and that calls for more drinks around the campfire. But things take a sour turn when Rebound lets slip that Brady slipped her the old slippery sausage at college. Well, the night is ruined, so everyone heads to bed on the houseboat, except for Gimpo, who's probably dead. Except he's not, and a short time later he stumbles back to the boat before leaning over the side of the jetty to be sick. But then out of nowhere the croc chomps him good, leaving nothing but a Gimpo-shaped hole in his stead. In the morning, everyone's like, "Bah, what do we do? The boat got stuck and we're not where we were when we went to bed, eh?" Elsewhere, Rebound is trying to get Brady to play Schlam the Gammon with her, but the croc cuts her seduction short. They arrive back at the boat, which the guys are trying to fix. Oh, except Duncan, because he's a lazy twat. But the croc turns up and Duncan is about to get eaten, but the stupid croc decides to eat his bloody inflatable thingy instead. Damn it! So close. While Duncan struggles to grasp the concept of a living crocodile, Keg outdoes his dumbassery by running inside yelling, "Oh man, it's a fucking dinosaur, yo!" No, you idiot, it's clearly a pheasant. Anyway, the croc decides to sink the boat, and instead of getting off the boat, Keg tries to kill it with an axe, which goes about as well as you'd expect. The others watch in horror from the shoreline as the boat falls to bits as if it was held together with PVA glue and stickers. Meanwhile, Sheriff Grandad turns up at the local gator farm and speaks with Lester, who looks like the sort of person you hire as a babysitter if you don't have a baby and just want someone to beat to death. But Bossman Shirkin tells Grandad that the eggshell that he found isn't from an alligator, but a crocodile, confirming my suspicions that this film is, in fact, about a crocodile. Then in a plot twist so unexpected you might just shit yourself, we find out that Lester has been feeding the croc, which is also called Flat Dog, by the way. And if that name wasn't funny enough, Lester's dialogue here made me laugh so hard it took my lungs days to recover.
Come out, wherever you are. You've been very, very bad.
Then Flat Dog eats Lester because he looks like a pedo. Back to the teens, and they're lost and arguing about who's the bigger dumbass. While they're arguing, Rat doesn't even realise that it's standing on the crocodile's face, which shows that it has the awareness of a dog that's so unaware that it's a dog. If it even is a fucking dog to begin with! So Flatus Doggus chases the teens through the forest, and the CGI croc here is god awful. Unlucky for Rebound, she gets her foot stuck in some roots and becomes a very easy snack for our reptilian menace. The rest of them find refuge in an old gas station for a minute or two before old Flatty McDoggy bursts through the wall like a battering ram. But instead of, running away, Neck just stands there screaming before getting eaten. The Croc then has a wee nibble on Duncan's foot before knocking over some shit, blowing up half the gas station and Kit Kat along with it. So it's only Brady, Donut and Beige now, and while you might find it humorous seeing an injured man in a wheelbarrow obsessively spraying himself with bug spray while being pushed by a man with a limp, that's just a normal Saturday night for me. Luckily for them, Shirkin and Grandad find them and they all take off in the boat. But hold on to your lug nuts, cause they're being pursued by none other than Flatto McDoggo. So Shirkin tries to shoot it, but the Croc hits the boat with the force of a feather duster and knocks him into the water. The weak 85-year-old is the only one who tries to help him, so Shirkin gets eaten. Then Sheriff Grandad tries to start the motor, and look how obvious the setup for this kill is.
Come on.
So the boat is broken now and our trio of tossers jump into the water and swim to shore. That's right, they swim to shore, without the Croc eating them.
The sheer weight of their plot armour is crushing me.
So it's at this point that they finally look inside Beige's bag and find the egg. And wouldn't you know it, she's like, someone's put a big egg in my bag. So now it's become obvious as to why the Croc is pursuing them relentlessly, so you'd think that the sensible thing to do would be to simply leave the egg by the lakeshore and just walk away. But oh no! They hide in the bushes with sharp sticks and plan to attack the bloody Croc using the egg as bait! This plan is so inconceivably stupid it makes me want to strangle my own balls to death. But then it happens. The moment I've been waiting for. Duncan gets eaten by the Croc! Yes! Take that, you dildo! But then the Croc sicks him up because he tastes of bug spray, and now I'm sad again and just want the movie to end. So it does, as Beige simply gives the Croc the egg back, which they should have bloody done in the first place, and the three of them just stand there looking like idiots. End of movie. Oh, man, this movie is awful. And to think this came out a year after Lake Placid. And to add insult to injury, this movie was directed by Toby Hooper. That's the same guy who directed the absolute horror classics, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Poltergeist. I mean, how in the hell does a filmmaker of that pedigree end up making this abomination? Well, beats me, but do let me know what you think of Crocodile down in the comments below. And if you could please like and subscribe to my channel, it would make me very happy. But above all else, thanks for watching.
Come out, wherever you are. You've been very, very bad.